Michael, dude, this is on you, my friend. Black Ops 6 beta was Call of Duty's biggest ever. Tom Ivan over at BGC. The Black Ops 6 multiplayer beta was the biggest beta in Call of Duty history. It's been claimed, according to publisher Activision, the beta ranked first for the total number of players, the total number of hours played, and the most matches played. Michael, I know you and my son were in there pretty heavily, absolutely just crushing out that for those guns and getting your levels to the top max. I know my son's like that. I leveled out. I was like, oh my goodness, you're the same way, right? Activision said it also ranked first in terms of the amount of time, play time per player, suggesting engagement was strong among participants. Early access to the beta ran from August 30th to September 4th on Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, PS5, PS4, and PC. It was open to anybody who pre-ordered Black Ops 6, plus subscribers to select Game Pass plans. Weekend 2 for the beta was open to all players from September 6th to September 9th. Black Ops 6 will be the first Call of Duty title to launch on Game Pass Day 1 when it's released on October 25th, 2024. Activision confirmed this week that it won't offer early access to the Black Ops 6 campaign. Dude, that's what I want to play. We all know that.
Yeah.
It also announced that Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone Season 6 will launch on September 18th. Season 6 will include a Halloween event called The Haunting. Well, there you go, featuring characters like the Michael Myers dude. Like, of course, you got to get that in there, right? I saw that yesterday, too. I was like, oh, man, that's pretty sick if you're into horror stuff. I am not, so I'm in on that. But either way, pretty cool. Dude, strong numbers means for something pretty big. Here's the other side of it. Dude, did you forget? Because it slipped my mind that Activision is now owned by Xbox.
Yeah, that one definitely. I have forgotten about the whole Activision, Microsoft, Xbox merger. So yeah, but no, this is great news. I think obviously the big one. Well, there's two big factors I think for this year. One, it's the Game Pass option. Right before in the past, it was just, hey, you had to pre-order Call of Duty. Not everybody's gonna pre-order. Now it's like, hey, you have certain versions of Game Pass. The version of the Game Pass you're going to have to play this day one. I don't think you're going to have it on just the basic tier. We'll have to see, but I'm kind of holding out that you're going to at least have to have the $20 tier to get in. So that's probably the first one, right? Just more players can get in. And then the second big one's the Omni movement, right? That's been their selling point. Completely revamped system. Usually for a Call of Duty, it's like, hey, there's different guns. Hey, there's different maps. But for the most part, game's all the same. But obviously, I think everybody hopping in, testing out that movement, trying to figure out how that was going to be. I know you said you're a Black Ops guy. I'm more of a Modern Warfare guy. I don't know how those rank in terms of popularity. I assume 50-50. But yeah, I feel like more players allowed to come in, that helps. But this was kind of the big Call of Duty in a while that had actually a new system, right? We're almost like a sports game at this point. It's like, hey, here's updated guns, maybe updated, time to kill. This one finally had a new mechanic in the Omni movement. I'm on the fence. I'll be honest, Drew. At the first, I was like, this is pretty cool. I'm still adjusting. If you're on keyboard and mouse, it feels a little clunky unless you have your key bindings. I had to change my key bindings. I still think I got them right. Same with controller. It's a little clunky, but I like it. I think once you figure it out, you're absolutely going to own. So I'm glad they're putting up big numbers. Now we'll see if everybody actually shows up day one, because that's the most hype when everybody's hopping in. Everybody's popping off on day one. Got that global launch. We'll see if these numbers carry over.
Well, yeah, so the biggest thing for us right now is we've talked about how much Xbox has been struggling. Dude, when Black Ops 6 lands, dude, they're going to explode, right?
Yep.
That's in the back of my mind now going, oh yeah, now that you're a part of Xbox, this is such a great thing for Xbox to finally pull out a win. But it's multi-platforms. That means it goes absolutely everywhere. So it doesn't really matter as far as like what console is the best place to play. You get to play it wherever you want. And it's one of those things. It's not exclusive either. So they're not going to tie that over because they've made a deal with the FTC that they can't do that because it is one of the biggest games. And coming in with Activision's beta numbers, dude, this is going to be a massive game this year. Black Ops has always been my preferred because it's got this stealth element, a heavy focus on stealth and espionage, right? And I always love that spy thriller stuff. So for me, that's where I'm at. And yeah, I cannot wait for the campaign. I jumped into the beta, dude, I quickly bounced out. I'm like, everybody is flying around this map. And I'm like, I can't do this. Not for me, not one bit. But Corey and Scott and yourself and my son, dude, you guys were all in and just absolutely hooked.